Hi guys, I'm Tim.
And I'm Anna.
And this is a Geeked Up Gamer review group.
And today
Anna is going to take over because I don't know what we're doing.
Today we're going to talk about what to expect if it's your first time at Gen Con, also how to prepare for Gen Con, and what we think is important to do.
What she thinks is important because she made the list.
I made the list, but we mutually agree.
I guess.
Because he'll agree, I promise you. First things first, when you get to the convention center, pick up one of the free books. They're outside most door areas.
Mm-hmm. There'll be a big bin.
Lots of big bins.
They'll be in the cardboard bin.
And you'll see people going and filling them constantly. They are programs. They're about this thick. Pick one up. Take a couple. We always have some for souvenirs, kind of, ourselves.
Yeah.
And
a buddy of ours, he actually takes the front cover off of them and has all the front covers of every Gen Con he's been to.
Oh.
So, Billy does that.
Oh, Billy. We just have the books.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, it's a good reference, and if you ever want to know anything about a time point or anything about anything, you can go there. Performers, there's like a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Everything at Gen Con will be in this booklet,
right.
So there's a lot of content.
Right. So pick one of those up. I'm going to reference that book several times.
I think the only thing it doesn't have in there is all the events because there's way too many.
No, it has all the events.
It has
That's
all
what
the
it
events?
is. It's an event book.
Oh, okay.
Any listed event is in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if they just created it, which I don't know.
Yeah, like we're having an event that's not going to cost anybody. You don't have to have a ticket. We're doing the huge photo.
It's not a ticketed event, so it would not be in the book. It's our own event.
Right. We're just kind of word of mouth.
Right.
And tweeting out that we are doing a big picture in front of the Minotaur balloon sculpture, which if anybody's not doing anything Wednesday or Thursday, yeah, Wednesday at 4 p.m. he's going to start doing the balloon sculpture, so if you want to go in and help out and give some extra hands so it could be done quicker, it's where the old one was at, which I can't tell you the location because I don't remember.
It was in front of the vendor hall.
Yeah, I just don't know which door you need to go out of, but he'll be out there with balloons and you can't miss him. He's the only guy with balloons out there.
Lots of balloons.
Yeah, so.
And if they're making a wall, that's what he needs help with, right? A wall?
Yeah, they're building a wall, and then he's also doing the Minotaur, which we're really excited about.
The Minotaur. Anyways. Okay, so my first couple Gen Cons, Tim hasn't really experienced this very much, but my first couple Gen Cons is pretty much all I did during Gen Con was the Mayfair booth. If you go to the Mayfair booth and demo games, you have to sit through the entire game. So you can't just go and say, oh, give me the basics and I'll get my little ribbon. But you get ribbons. They're about this big. You can attach them to the bottom of your badge. And if you get clay or wood, sheep.
I want to say grass, but grass isn't one of them.
No, wool. Sheep, clay, brick, wheat.
Anyways, if you collect them all.
You collect them all and you get a 50% off ticket for any game at the Mayfair booth.
So if you're a big fan of Mayfair, that's great.
Well, they have lots of great games. Settlers of Catan. Go and demo games from them. They're fantastic. Sometimes it can take you a long time if you're demoing long games, but there are certain games that can get you certain ribbons. But it's 50% off of a game.
And what's also nice about that is it's not a pay-to-play. You just go into the vendor hall and you play these games for free. So, that's really cool.
And you don't have to do it all in one sitting. I mean, you can go Thursday, Friday. You can collectively get these tickets. And if you get multiples, you can always trade. If you've ever played Settlers of Catan, you can trade. So you can trade with people to get the full set. And then once you get knighted, is what it's called. You get knighted. You get like a little prize that you get to choose from, and then you get your 50% off. But then you can get extra ones, which is like gold and purple and stuff, and then you get an additional prize of some sort. Usually like a bigger prize. Like I think last year they had stuffed animals or something, like little ones.
And if you guys are wondering, this is only my third Gen Con, and third year as a strategy game player. So I haven't really been in it very long.
This is my 7th Gen Con.
Yeah, and
So-
this I'm actually giving Anna a new experience, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm looking forward to because she's the one that brought me into it, and now I get to show her a different side.
See, he takes what I do and he maxes it to the max. So that's just how we roll. Anyway, so stop by the Mayfair booth. That's something that, if you don't know about, or it's your first time, it's something cool and you can do. Anyways, so food-wise, there are lots and lots of options. There are food areas in the vendor hall,
there's lunch
the
trucks
game hall.
outside at certain times. If you're looking for that, that's on our website.
Yeah, there's lunch trucks, and they were there like.
And that's on the GenCon website. That's where I got the information.
Weren't they there like 3 o'clock in the morning when we were leaving? There's a couple, like not all of them.
Yeah, and they'll hook up. Well, there's some trucks that stay there so long that they actually hook up to the power supply inside the building. I think somewhere outside there in the where they park, because I saw big cables.
Well, they
were up there for a while.
They
where they couldn't run off the generators.
Most of them, I believe.
Cars anymore.
Most of them, I believe, are actually on. Maybe even all of them are on.
Yeah.
Super Bowl Alley. So, on the east side
Not
of the
everyone's-
convention.
Well, I guess most people will know what Super Bowl Alley is, but
On the east side of the convention.
yeah.
They're there. And then anyways, so if you go out to eat, be prepared that there are big crowds. What's it called? Steak and Shake is always huge. If you go during off times of main meal times, that's a good time to go, because if you go at like noon, packed. If you go at 5, packed. And so that's always something to be concerned about. But there's lots of great food places to eat. And also you can go to our mall, the mall food court downtown. You can get there by going on the northeast side of the convention center. There are elevators or escalators, and those will take you up to a little area. And you go and follow the area. There's usually tons of people going that way, but it takes you through some halls, over some tunnels, into a garage, and then into the mall. And then up there is the food court. Just ask someone. They can take you to the mall food court. So that's a good place to eat too.
So there's a lot of options, but I would say my favorite option is that we just pack stuff and bring it with us.
Yeah,
but with us being local, we have that.
I put it on the list.
Well,
you can pack sandwiches. We pack sandwiches, snacks if you get stuck into a long game. We backpack it.
That one's kind of obvious, so you guys already know you can probably bring your own stuff.
Well, maybe they think that it's like Disneyland and you can't bring food in.
Well, it's not Disneyland, it's Indianapolis. We're not that strict.
You can bring food into the convention center. You can find us sometimes eating like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in the hallways.
Yeah, we upgraded to bologna this year.
No, ham and turkey.
Oh, ham and turkey. We're past
and
bologna.
turkey.
We done gone ham, huh?
We had bologna in, I think, last year. I don't remember. I know that we have peanut butter and honey or peanut butter and jelly. I dropped my notes. Anyways, snacks during the convention are fine if you're playing a game. That's always a good
Okay, so let's get past the food here, because there's a ton of options.
Ton of options
inside
for food.
And outside the con.
Right, so that's the thing. Now, vendor hall hours are 10 to 6. Thursday morning,
Which I'm confused, and maybe you guys can leave a comment, but
yeah,
I thought it was 9 to 6 last year.
That's what I thought too, and the years prior.
Or 9 to 5. I thought maybe they changed it an hour. I don't know.
But 9 to 6. 10 to 6. Excuse me, 10 to 6.
10 to 6 is the new hours.
And they usually do a big presentation and stuff Thursday morning, so if you can be there early, it's crowded. So, try and get there Thursday morning so you can see all the festivities.
Yeah, we're going to be in the front lines right as soon as the doors open, so maybe we'll get trampled. Anyways, what's the next one?
Nighttime events. After the vendor hall closes, there are events all over. A lot of them are free, a lot of them aren't. Sometimes you need general tickets, and you can go and get those at the booth.
The easiest...
On the north side of the building, there's a bunch of little things with workers, like...
The easiest way to find out if an event is paid or not paid is if it's behind shut doors, you're going to have to pay for it. If they have like a little post outside.
That's not true.
And everything. If they're playing in the hallways, it's free.
That's not true.
That's where we play in the
There
hallway.
are some hallways that have free play areas that are doing some, like Super Turbo Bit Crawl. It's an unticketed event and it's behind doors. But I'll talk to, this is actually later on. Listen and ask at different booths. If you like what they have to play, see if they're playing it that night somewhere.
Yeah, because it may not be every night of the con, because some of these guys, a couple of the guys that we know that are having a game there's only those 2 guys and they can't run everything all the time. Or they're going to wear themselves thin.
But ask. If you say, oh, I don't really have time to play it in the vendor hall hours or whatever, are you playing it tonight? And sometimes there will be. Ask if it's ticketed or unticketed. But check the book too, because the book will have them. Whether there's events there and
and the book is really cool. It's really easy to navigate.
Yeah, there's like sections and it goes by day and time.
Yeah, well, it's also, I think, don't they put like a content in the very beginning?
I don't know. I'm assuming so. Anyways, another thing, check the event because we have not looked it up on time, but there is a zombie walk and there is also a costume contest parade. Saturday. I know that one's Saturday. I don't know what time the zombie walk is. Last year I missed it. But check for those things. They're awesome to see. You can participate in either one of them. But those are something big to see if you don't know about them. And then something to also know is you can find people to play everywhere and anywhere. Just if you have a game and you're like, I just bought this game, it's 7 o'clock at night, just holler. Someone will listen and say, oh, no, but...
If you actually go into the hallway and just yell what game you have and that you want to play it, you will get somebody to walk over to you and at least either look at the game and talk to you about it because they've played it, or they'll sit down and play with you.
Right.
That's what we love about the con.
One of my favorite con memories is my brother and I were actually... There was a fire drill, or someone pulled the fire alarm, or something happened.
Yeah, and if you guys do that, don't do it, because we're going to find you, and we're going to be very mad.
Okay. Anyways, because your hair's on fire now. Anyways, if we went outside because of this fire alarm pull, and we brought out Flux, because Flux is something that we carry with us at all times at Gen Con. And we had like 5 people, oh, count me in, 3 cards, you know, and we ended up having like 10 people sitting here in the middle of like Maryland playing Flux, and it was pretty awesome.
Middle of Maryland, the street.
Right, like
Maryland.
on the street, on the side of the street. We just played it, and
that
then...
That was a con that I was not at. That was her and her brother.
That was years ago. Anyways.
Years ago.
Okay, now Looney Labs hosts every year a big Are You a Werewolf event. You pay, I think, like $18 or something like that to sit at this event all night. But my brother and I did that one year. Don't pay for that event if you don't want to, because you can find werewolf villages all over the convention.
Yeah,
and we're not saying anything against Looney Labs. I mean, people go, and if you want to go and play.
The reason that we suggest that you don't pay to play is because if you get lynched in the very first round, you paid $18 and you have to sit there and wait for another village to either develop
they usually
or wait
have
for
like,
that game to finish.
They usually have like 6 or 7 villages around, so you can just wait for the next one. But
even waiting for the next one, it just sucks because
there's villages all over.
That's time you're burning.
And the big places to find villages. Last year they were big on the east side of the building, the northeast side of the building actually.
And I think that's just kind of random.
Under the stairs, there's some upstairs. Under the stairs, on the north side of the building, and then also I think it's Vendor Hall G, where the Vendor Hall used to be by the escalators. There's usually a couple villages over there.
And if you guys could find a table and chairs to play werewolf, that's really awesome. If you can't, it doesn't matter. People will sit on the floor.
I sat on the floor with my newborn baby last year playing werewolf. So.
And for some reason, I can't sit on the floor. I had to go get a chair, and people kept calling me a werewolf because I was in a chair. So
I'm sitting there nursing our son.
I actually became mayor of the town because I was in my chair. I was almost
that.
like Presidente.
Yeah.
But
it was a good time. We ran into
well,
some
what
really
about the mayor
good
on his
villages
pedestal?
last year. Another thing is the Rusty Balls show. Catch one.
And that's not how you spell it. It's BAWLS, not BALLS.
I don't know. I just wrote Rusty Balls. So catch one.
This
That's
is
all
a Rusty Bowls show.
Yeah, he's awesome. He has a show every.
It's the same thing every year, but
every year.
I go and see it every time. I always go and see the whole show.
After the vendor hall closes, he has one show. Every night.
Yes.
There are multiple shows in between.
And if you see a tall Yeti, that's him walking around.
Tall Yeti, the leprechaun.
I don't think we're supposed to tell you that, but
he is all these characters walking around. Talk to him. He's hysterical. His show is amazing.
he'll take pictures with you.
Yeah, we've got pictures. We actually made a tradition that we get a picture with him and Holden. So over the years,
It'll progress.
it'll progress. And then Loxley next year, because Loxley won't be at this one. But anyways, now look. This is kind of obvious, but look for events in the book that might interest you. So if you have a certain game that you know you want to play, what are you doing?
Well, you're
Stealing my book.
She's repeating.
No, I'm not. Anyways, that. Okay. And another big thing that we won't be able to do this year.
She's talking about the books that were outside the
Right.
vendor hall doors that we were talking about earlier. Just
Right.
look through there, see if an event.
Right. And then I didn't get to do it last year. We won't get to do it this year. And I don't even know if we did it the year
What is
before. It is the Run for Your Life Candyman tournament.
Oh, we didn't do the tournament, but you did make me play that last year.
Yeah, this one, they have
I
a
only
tournament. It's a Smirk and Dagger game. They will have the information at their booth. But this is the game, Run for Your Life Candyman. And Kurt is the creator of the game. And he's super nice to talk to. But they run an event every year. And I don't know if it's Friday night or Saturday night. It's one of the big nights. But they actually give you gingerbread men. And you bite off pieces of your gingerbread man as your gingerbread get attacked.
Real cookies?
Real cookies.
Oh my.
Yeah, my brother and I did it like 3 years in a row.
I
but
would totally win that because I would just want to eat a bunch of cookies.
If you don't like it loud, if you don't like yelling, and if you don't like boisterous people,
Probably would
don't
not play that.
go to Gen Con, period. But anyways, don't go to that event. Anyways,
Yeah,
but
I
that
can't handle
event,
big crowds and loud noises. Well, then this con is not for you.
not for you. But that is a great time. And if you're anywhere near them, last year we could hear them because if you get someone's head, it's tradition that you have to stand up and you have to yell, "Behold, I hold the head of my enemy." And
You know, what's funny is that we do these video reviews and all this stuff, and I was so embarrassed to do that inside the con. I was like, I'm not doing that. My
I have
face was
video
so red.
of the first time. It's fantastic. We should probably upload
But see,
that.
now, if someone asks me to do it, I have to do it because it's just,
Tradition.
well, that
House rules.
And if you're a fan, I always have to do whatever you tell me because I want to keep you as a fan.
Right. So, anyways, check it out.
With limits. Oh, I should put limits on that.
If you're unable to participate, go see where it's at. Look at the fun. It's hysterical. That's all I have to say about that. Anyways, the next thing, visit us. We're going to be at Gut Busting Games on Thursday
And Saturday. Friday we were with
AEG.
Yes, at the BGN Big Game Night, and
That's very
there's
ticketed.
a bunch of my friends are going to be playing, and I get to be the Grand Master and tell them what the rules are
Shut
and
up.
whether they're playing it right.
But it's very ticketed and it's very sold out. So
Yeah.
we've also been told that you might be able to wait outside, and if someone leaves, you might be able to get in. I read that on a forum. I don't know how true any of it is, but we will be there Friday night. But Thursday and Saturday, we'll be at Gut Busting Games playing a bunch of fun games. I might be in character. I don't know.
Well, the one thing that you guys should check out, and I'm not sure where they're going to have it, but they're going to have the life-size King of Tokyo and the life-sized Oh No You Don't. That Oh No You Don't has got to be, I think, is going to be hilarious because there's cards that are like wedgie cards, and I don't know, there's some people that are out there that will probably play it out and give each other wedges and everything.
Now,
But I think they're
don't
going
confuse
to,
King of Tokyo and Oh No You Don't are not related.
No,
they're just
they're not
two
related.
separate things, but they're life size.
They're life size. Like there's the Tokyo creatures that are as tall as I am, and so you play with those and everything.
Actually, not as tall as you, as tall as
and
me.
I don't know if this is going to be out there. I saw it at another con here in Indy, and they might be back for Gen Con. Life-sized Suro.
Of the seas?
No, it was the first one. If they
Okay.
do have the seas, that would be kind of cool. Big dragon.
Yeah. So anyways, come see us at Gut Busting Games. And Lisa, meet Lisa. She's the creator. She's awesome.
Yeah. And we will talk to you. We're not stuck teaching a game. We will float around.
Yeah, we can float. Unless if we're playing a game and then we'll float.
Unless it's raining very hard, I cannot float.
We might be talking like rednecks.
I will not be.
I might. I was redneck queen 2 years ago.
I'm going to talk like a redneck.
And now I'm blonde like a never mind. Anyways, another thing.
Lady Gaga.
He calls me Lady Gaga now. No. I'm Lady Gaga times 2.
What is this?
Okay, Puffing Billy tournament. And it's not a tournament you can play. You don't have to. They have a tournament. You don't have to enroll in the tournament. For $32, you can get a Puffing Billy packs, and that will let you play any train game that they allow. And that would be games that are like Australian Rails and Empire Builder and stuff. So that's something that I enjoy. And I made the mistake of getting a Puffing Billy pass one year, and I wasn't there enough to make my Puffing Billy pass valuable. So I know that you can use general tickets to go, but if you want to play train games, like the guys that are there, some of these people, that's like all they do. They stay their entire con and play train games. I love the games. They're fun. If that's something you enjoy, know that they have it.
And the thing that I don't like about the train games, I love all the train games, don't get me wrong about that. The only thing I don't like about doing them at the convention is that they're long games.
Right.
There's no train game that's like a 15, 30-minute game. And
No,
it's
they're
short
about
and goes.
4 hours sometimes.
Yeah, so I would set aside a 2-hour minimum for a train game.
But they're fun. If that's something you want to do, that I want to try and get into one this year. That was my goal last year. I'm not sure it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because like we're so busy, but
a good idea to do for the train games is probably bring friends with you, so you guys can at least play it and try it if you haven't played it before.
yeah, they'll teach you.
And then that way you can leave at any moment. But if you get with somebody that's really involved and really wants to play the whole thing,
And they have all different kinds. There's like
Just
Martian
not-
Rails.
yeah.
There's Iron Dragon. There's all kinds.
we just don't want you to disappoint another player that wants to play the whole thing. And then, because I've had times when I want to play the whole game, not the train game, but some other games, and
They just want a demo.
and some of the booths, they don't show you the whole game. They just give you quick run-throughs, and that's all you got.
Yeah. Well, because sometimes they're too busy and understaffed, but we understand that.
Yeah.
Another thing is Saturday is a costume contest. You can participate. You can watch. If you can only go one day, go Saturday. You can see all the costumes. Can you what?
Can you get into that for free?
To watch? I think it's free to go and watch the costume contest. I've never wanted to take a couple hours out of my time to go watch it, but
Yeah.
and then like I said, listen for special events at booths that will tell you for after hours events or whatever. They might have some kind of tournament or contest or anything. And then also on the side of last year it was on the hall on the side of the vendor hall, but there's a huge magic area, and they have magic tournaments.
The Gathering.
Magic the Gathering tournaments day and night. If that's your thing, they have that. They have all kinds of like huge statues and stuff to see. But I think that's all I have actually. So, if you have any questions about Gen Con or want to know something that we can maybe answer for you, feel free to comment. And if you see us, stop us, say hello.
And if you guys are wanting to take a picture with us, we're trying to not do it just us and then whoever. We're trying to get as many people as possible at the balloon sculpture for the Minotaur, because obviously we're fans of the Minotaur.
Now what time is that?
And I don't have a set time. What I'm going to have you guys do is follow us on Twitter, and I'm actually going to tweet what time we're there, because I don't want to organize a time and then we have some kind of conflict with the balloons or something. I just want to make sure that the
conflict with the balloons.
I just want to make sure that the sculptor has plenty of time, and I don't want him to feel rushed. He did say that he would have to have it. He would try to have everything done Thursday evening, which that's the first day. So that would be awesome. That will leave us Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to do the photos.
Sunday they usually look kind of sad though, like
yeah, they're kind of droopy or whatever. So we'll probably have to have some tall people hold them up or something. And we can do it more than once. If we do it once and you guys miss it, then you can tweet us, and we'll just meet you there, and we can take an individual photo, or if you have a whole group, whatever you want to do. And then I will try to contact whoever we need to get the photo. So.
Well, that's all we got. So like, comment, share, follow.
Yes, and Twitter is the best way to keep up with our updates because I'm constantly on there tweeting everything. So I am Tim.
And I'm Anna.
This is the Geeked Up Gaming Review Group, and these are what we think you should check out at GenCon.